I say good, you say cause. Good. 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 I want you to look at this right here. It says Backyard at Hudson Yards presented by Wells Fargo. And what we are fighting for is good cause eviction, permanent rental assistance, and an end to 421A, and it's going to be presented by the Housing Justice for All movement. And I think it's very important that we take a moment to underline that evictions are violence. Yes! And when we talk about public safety, we have to be talking about evictions and about the housing crisis. And evictions are not just when you have a marshal that is sent to forcibly grab tenants and take them out of their homes. Evictions are also when you get a lease document back from your landlord and they tell you they're increasing the rent by 50% next year.
Our new assembly person.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm still singing the chorus of the Frozen and Moana songs in my head, so I'll be a few seconds before I gather my thoughts. It is such a pleasure to be here with all of you. My name is Zohran Mamdani. I am so proud, and the honor is mine to be your assembly member. I represent Astoria in the 36th district, and we are going back up to Albany tomorrow to discuss our legislative priorities for next year. The session starts in January, and know that I'll be advocating for you. And if there are any questions or any issues that are close to justice, we have to ensure that no one is priced out of justice, no matter how poor. And we have to make sure that New York is finally leading on those issues because we've been lagging behind for far too long. Thank you so much. A Merry, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you. And thank you for putting this together and for having us.
And I will fight, and we will fight until our final breaths to ensure that Zionism is not an entity that has the power any longer to subject anyone to an apartheid system of government. Fight for the freedom of Palestinians! Who is ready to say that anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism? And as I leave, I ask you one thing. Whenever you see a politician, ask them where they stand on Palestine. Too often they feel that Palestine only comes with a cost, that if I speak up, I face the consequences. We want to change that equation entirely. There is a cost from this day forward to your silence. And when you see an elected official, be it a city council person, be it a state assembly person, be it a state senator, be it a congressperson or a senator, ask them, where do you stand on Palestine? Where do you stand on Palestine?
I'm here today to stand in opposition to the continued U.S. military aid of $3.8 billion annually to the state of Israel.
Can you sum up any parts of this demonstration related to that?
Absolutely. You know, recently what we saw is a number of Israeli settlers going through the town of Hawara in Palestine, burning cars, burning homes, killing a Palestinian, and in the days after, hearing from the finance minister of Israel, Smotrich, saying that we need to wipe the village of Hawara off the map and that the government of Israel should do it, not private individuals. And those are the kinds of words that are incitement to ethnic cleansing. And those are words that are offensive not only to our sensibilities, but also because the actions that they call for, the actions that they are a part of, those are actions that constitute apartheid. Those are actions that I am in deep opposition to, and so are many of my constituents who have voiced that to me personally.
Border in El Paso, I saw what happened with people and children and families sleeping in airports, sleeping on the street. Not one family with children slept on any street in the city of New York because we've done it. Over 100,000 people have come to this city. And we showed the humanitarian response. Our hearts are big, but our resources are not endless.
We are here today because they are subverting American democracy. And we saw the consequences of that. His own chancellor said that up to 5% of students were not coming to school out of a fear of ICE raids. Principals at certain schools have said that absentee level has risen to 20%. Entire neighborhoods are being hollowed out. And still, it's not enough for Eric Adams. He has opened the door to collaboration with ICE on civil enforcement. He has said he wants to bring ICE back on Rikers Island, where we see thousands of New Yorkers who have only been charged with the crime, which if anyone should understand, it should be Eric Adams. So, in this moment, when Donald Trump and his administration is asking the question of who we are willing to give up, the answer from Mayor Adams is seemingly everyone. Whether it's immigrants, whether it's trans New Yorkers, seems to be everyone. But the answer for us is no one. Because we know that no matter the identity you are focusing on, you are talking about a New Yorker. And we are going to fight for every New Yorker in the midst of this billionaire-backed assault on our working class. And we have an election on June 24th. And I believe that we will resoundingly reject this kind of leadership. But Mayor Adams is a walking emergency. And we cannot afford to wait until June 24th. And that is why I am calling on Governor Hochul to remove Mayor Adams from office immediately. Because every single day that we let Mayor Adams sit in City Hall is another day that he could give up New York City to Donald Trump. So when I say remove, I want to hear you say Adams. Remove! 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 Thank you so much, New York City. Let's keep going!
From the collaboration and the cowardice we have seen. And what Brad did was engage in that very moment of courage. He showed us what leadership can look like. And for that, he was arrested. And we have to be clear about this. This is not about an election. This is about ensuring that we protect the city and the country that we love. This is about ensuring that immigrant New Yorkers who come here for regular check-ins do not need to fear being separated from their families in the most brutal and cruel ways imaginable. And we know that today's arrest is but one example of what ICE is doing every single day across this country. And as much as we speak about it in the context of Los Angeles, we also know that that authoritarianism is here in New York City.
Courts! ICE out of the 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 courts!